Alrighty, folks, back here for race number 2. Qualifying already underway. Rich right now on the pole as they stand. This is race number 2 here at New Hampshire to end the season off for the AMA Modified Series. And during the break, it was confirmed Steve Baker is your season champion. And we'll talk to him after this 100 lapper here at New Hampshire. So it's nice to know where it stands now. All that's left is a win here. That's the only thing anybody wants out of race number 2 is just a win. As we're getting ready to lock it down here at New Hampshire, 100 laps here coming your way at New Hampshire Motor Speedway over 100 miles. Keep that in mind, 100 miles here tonight at New Hampshire to end it off in the AMA Modified Series. And right now, Rich on top of the board. Christopher's pulling in after his lap. And Zach out on track right now in the 31 machine. 2 minutes remaining in practice. Or in qualifying, excuse me. So 2 minutes remain here. Here we go, getting ready to go green here in just a moment. Again, just winding down the season here tonight. Again, they will be back next season, and I'm looking forward to it when they do make the return to the channel here next season. This will wind them down for tonight, or for this season, for 2019. We'll be back with them in 2020. Well, 34 seconds remain in qualifying. And we'll get ready to run them loose here in this season ender at New Hampshire. Looks like KD's got a small problem out of that car. A little bit of smoke there out of that 88 machine showing. Again, the second of the double headers here tonight. Well, here we go, getting ready to go green. And we'll take a look at our starting lineup here tonight. In just one moment. So here it is. Here is your starting lineup going into this one. On the pole, Mr. Rich Blake starting inside. Outside's Mr. Adam Jones. Brian third. Katie fourth. Christopher fifth. Ryan A. Blanchard sixth. AJ a seventh. Daniel eighth. Ninth is Dustin Pink. Bruce 10th. 11th Douglas. 12th. Your champion, Mr. Steve Baker. 13th is Tyler. Zach 14th. And 15th is Mr. Jeremy, and that's going to wind out your starting lineup for this 100 lap event here at New Hampshire Speedway. we get ready to go green here in just a moment. Right now, pace car rolling them out once again. They'll get to rolling here again. 100 laps here to wind out the season for the AMA Modified Series here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Mighty Rich Blake up there in that 8 car will bring them to green. Now, these modifieds here at New Hampshire, they stay packed together. It's always good racing as we roll out of turn at number 1. Getting ready to get this one underway here in just a moment. Into 3 and 4. And here we go. Brian, Blake, all these guys on the front row. Here we get ready to go. Green flag racing one more time. And green, green, green. We're green in the season finale for the AMA Modified Series. Here on Extreme SM TV, the 46. On the outside, good run. Adam Jones jumps out to the race lead. Good job through 1 and 2. He'll use the momentum of the outside to get clear. KD's going to follow him through on the outside. That's KD Olson following him through. Ryan A. Blanchard right there behind him. Ooh, KD getting a little sideways, maybe a little bit of a shot there to the back bumper of KD. He hangs on to it. Lap number 1 in the books here already. Here at New Hampshire. KD on the outside, side by side, as they work their way down the back straightaway one more time. KD jumps out in front just a little bit in this battle for second. You see Brian there working his way through under Mr. Rich Blake. Or excuse me, that is Mr. Blanchard there up there beside of him. As they battle their way off of turn number 2, still side by side. You see the draft that these modifieds have an effect here down the front straightaway or back straightaway once again. Rolling into the corner nice and smooth. Multiple lanes of travel. Ooh, Brian getting a little free off of turn number 4. He's going to lose the spot. Here comes the 58 of AJ up to his back bumper. AJ trying to ease his way in. And meanwhile, back up near the front, Rich Blake, Katie Osborne up near the front of the pack. And Adam Jones up there as well. 4 out of 100 complete when they come by the stripe this time. Put lap number 5 on the board. Now let's do the first crank it up of the evening. Hey, and look who's back. Yay. A little bit of a problem fixed. Alright. Look who's back.
What's up, man? Here we are.
Alrighty, buddy. Got that little issue covered. Oh, thank you for coming up, man. I was just out of the room to get it going here.
Yeah, ain't no problem. It's always fun to call a race, man. It'd be the first time I called it with you, but
And for?
make it
I'll start
happen.
calling you up.
Alrighty, Tyler. We're good to go.
All right, that's awesome, man.
I had a little technical problem. I had to go in the closet there and get the backup out.
Yeah, I
Oh
got
yeah.
you.
Alright, man. Good luck.
All right, bud. Appreciate it.
Oh, alrighty. Well, Wes, we're ready to go here, man. And I'll tell you what. Here's the problem. I've done pulled out a backup mic. How many of you are going to be bringing out backup cars?
Yeah, well, I got some information from the race admin here while we were silent there. Our third place driver, Ryan Blanchard, was disqualified from the race under one of the previous cautions. He was caught getting tires where they're not allowed to get tires until halfway, so he's been
Ooh,
disqualified.
that's a
Other than
no-no.
that, of course, KD up front, and everybody's been watching, pretty much knows what's going on with Steve Baker, and he's pretty much got the championship locked up, and currently I think he's going to be coming out here 6th on this restart. It's going to be KD Osmond, Adam Jones, Christopher Monroe is your top 3, and then AG Fusco and Steve Baker will be 4th and 5th.
Alrighty, sounds good, man. Well, I'm glad to have you up here with me, man. It helped. Thank you for coming up. Equipment malfunction happened, but we'll get back going here in just a minute while they get them lined back up. So I'm looking forward to calling a race with you, man. I ain't worked with you yet. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself as far as the broadcast.
Yeah, so I'm first and foremost, I'm a racer. You see me out there all the time driving the number 86 for Race for a Cause and also AMA and a couple other leagues, but also call races over at SRTV Network. So most people know me as Jay Weezy. Call me Jerry West out there on the racetrack, but been doing this for quite a while, man, and it's the first time for us getting together here, man. So this ought to be awesome, especially these modifieds here in New Hampshire. We're halfway through this one, so everything should be picking up, and they got the caution out now, so we're getting ready to go back green.
Yeah, we are, though. Get them lined back up, get them sorted, get them stacked, and we'll roll them one more time. It's been a very good season so far. We just had a race earlier today at night that was pretty good. And from what I seen out of this one, it was going good as well. As I was getting everything round back up, hooked up, and a lesson to all you people that want to get into broadcasting: always have backup equipment.
Always, yeah. You never know. There's some things that you can't control, and all you can do is what you can do. But it's always nice to have some backup, something to fall back on. When things happen, because of course things happen. But yeah, a lot of times they're okay with just being able to see it. Sometimes I feel like they get tired of hearing me, so it might be a good thing when my mic breaks. But
No, man, that's funny, man. That's hilarious. That's a good one. Here's the thing: we love what we do, obviously, or we wouldn't do it. And hey, it's a lot harder than people think it is, but it's fun at the same time. Well, we're getting ready to go green here. Who's your pick to hang on and win this?
it's looking really good for the 88. I will say that New Hampshire, he seems to be fast here at New Hampshire, and anything that he drives, well, he's usually fast anywhere when he's in behind the wheel. So, of course, you're gonna have to watch out for the 88 and some other people through the field. Baker, he might find something out there. And, these guys might start searching around and looking, and if you can find some speed, this track heats up in the main groove, and sometimes if you can get those right side tires or them left side tires off of that main groove and find some grip down there, and as long as nobody sees what you're doing, you might be able to pick up some time and I'm not so sure how hard it is to pass here. You might know a little bit more than that since I got in here a little bit late. How hard has it been for him to pass out there?
And from what I was able to catch of it, it looks like they can make a pass. Yes, it's challenging on the bottom as always here in Hampshire. You slide up the racetrack, but it looks like they could pass. So I expect we're going to have a really good second half. But before we get to that, guys, we got to roll to commercial right quick. And when we come back, we'll be green flag racing in the second half here tonight. Mike Spix got a broadcast partner up here. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll see you
Yep.
in about 30 seconds. And we're back with you here, folks. And I want to give a big shout out to Slide Job Sales, Racing Diecast and Collectibles, as always, on board. Well, we're getting ready to go green. And Mr. West, what are you thinking here as you're coming to the restart?
I'm thinking the Katie Osmond going to have the benefit here being the leader, getting that restart, getting out front, getting clear. If he can get the two behind him, the one next to him and the one behind him, to racing each other, get out to a nice little lead here, that'll help him out a lot. And he might be able to seal the deal here pretty quickly.
All right, coming to green. Here we go. Extreme Sim TV coming down the start to the start finish line. Green flag back in the air, and we're rolling here, Mr. West.
Absolutely, great start there by Adam Jones, timing that. I guess they're going on green here after these. I apologize for that. Yeah, I forgot about that. So here we are side by side coming off of 2. KD got about a half a car length over Jones right now. They're going to drag race down to turn number 3, and right behind them, it looks like they're going to be side by side as well. It looks like Christopher Monroe going to back out of it, leave third to Steve Baker. But we got a battle for the lead on the outside as Jones. He's got a nose out in front of Osmond here. He's going to have him going down into 1, Matt.
Yeah, he will. He'll have him. He'll get clear. But here comes Steve Baker, your series champion this season. Man, he's right there with him in that draft. They get down the straightaway. It's nothing to play with. Baker to second. Here we're rolling into 3 and 4 now, single file. Mr. West, here they come to you out of turn number 4.
Absolutely, and Baker taking a textbook pass there, catching KD while the door was still open there to follow through with Jones. As they come off of turn number 4, they're going to be single file now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like Jones, Baker, Osmond, and Monroe. And Rich Blake rounds out the top 5.
Yeah, Rich back here, good run. We've seen him have a good run earlier as well. He's trying to close the gap, but now the battle. KD right now putting all kinds of pressure on that back bumper of that 55 machine.
Yeah, KD's going to be looking to come up, back up towards the front here. Might be waiting for these guys to, use up a little bit of that rubber as they come off of turn number 4. Still Jones out front. Baker he gets a pretty good run, but not as good as Osmond. Osmond's starting to close that gap slowly but shortly.
Yeah, Osmond doing a good job. He's been doing good all the season long. And if he, going into next season, I look for him to be a big contender for the championship. But right now, still single file. It doesn't look like you get to run down the straightaway, but through the corner, they're just kind of staying the same distance apart right now.
Yeah, and if Osmond would have made all the races this season, he would definitely be a contender for this championship. But with Baker having such a good run and not missing any races, he's pretty much got this thing sealed up. Doug Wasaki in second. So Doug's had a really good season as well, and currently sitting in 6th. He's battling for that number 6 spot with AG Fusco.
Yeah, and that's another one. AJ back there doing a great job, and going into next season, I look for him to do good things as well. There's a lot of people out here as we look forward, kind of fortune telling here. I'm telling you, this is a competitive league right here. And we got a battle for second, too.
Yeah, KD to the inside of Baker with a good run through 1 and 2. He's going to have a half a car length there coming off of 2, but the momentum on the outside carries Baker there, so he doesn't quite get him clear. As they enter turn number 3, still going to be side by side.
Ooh, looks like a little bit of a blink out of KD there for a second.
Yeah, we lost him for a second, but he's back, and they're still drag racing out there at New Hampshire. The 55 with a little better run off of turn number 4 there, so he's going to have him clear going into 1. KD going to have to back off and take another stab at it. He says, no, I'm going for it right now. Here they come side by side once again.
Yeah, side by side down the back straightaway. Nearly dead even. It is a war out there, folks, between these two. And Steve pulls away again. And look at him pull up on the leaders there as they head through 3 and 4.
Down in there, Matt. He's trying to get to the back bumper of Jones, but is Jones just saving? Is he just taking it easy out there, letting them battle side by side for that number 2 spot? Look at KD going for it once again. He gets a good run down into 1, a lot better than Baker. Has him clear through the center of the turn.
As they head onto the back straightaway, he'll just about draw even with your race leader. Look for him to dive that car into 3 and 4. And he does, but just not enough there. Nice trapped on the bottom. He's going to find the gap here, maybe down the front straightaway.
Well, he's found some grip down there on the bottom. He might have found a little bit of what I was saying earlier, a little bit cooler track down there on the bottom. It's letting him carry his momentum through the center of the turn better than Baker, but Baker having that momentum as it comes off the corner, he gets that good run down the straightaway, keeping himself on the outside of that 88, but 88 looks like he's on a mission here. He might have him clear in a lap or so.
Yeah, he may have him clear as they battle side by side. Oh, man, it's going to be tight. Off of turn number 2, wheel to wheel down the front straightaway once again. This is your AMA Modified Racing Series, and this is what you get every race pretty much. I'm going to hand it back off to you.
Yeah, man, with these guys battling side by side like that, usually you see the leader get away, so that just tells you how fast they are going. The last time by, Steve Baker ran just a tick faster than our leader, Adam Jones, and here he is. Looks to make a move on Jones there, but had to back out of it, just didn't have the right timing.
Yeah, timing is everything with these cars. You want to pull out with the momentum, complete the pass. Pretty much Talladega at the front here, nose to tail in the 1.
Absolutely. They were pretty much touching down the front straightaway there, all 3 of these drivers. And you start to see the 17 of Christopher Monroe.
Oh no.
In the mix. Trouble on the 88 there. Gets a little tight coming off of the corner. I wonder if he got into that outside wall.
Yeah, he did. He bounced that car off the wall pretty hard. And with these open wheels, you can very easily bend something up there. It cause you issues. He's back to 4th.
Yeah,
Man,
hopefully he didn't.
I hope so. But man, they were just battling it out there, giving it everything they had.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to hurt him for the time being. And looks like we're coming up on about, 22 laps to go, or 32 laps to go here. So he's still got plenty of time to get back by Chris Monroe. I'm sure it's not going to be easy making any passes out here in the top 5 either way. So he does have his work cut out for him. But what that does do is open up the door for Steve Baker to try to catch up with Adam Jones. Adam might have put the pressure back down. Oh, look at, here we got.
Well, that's KD.
KD makes that pass.
He did. He got by him. It looked like Christopher may have spun the tires a little bit on the exit of all things.
Yeah, that caused him a big bobble there. So the 88's got a clear track in front of him, and he's got his sights set on that 55 now. But, of course, Baker looking to make a pass here for the lead over Adam Jones. Last time by, Adam Jones was the fastest of the 3 drivers. Christopher Monroe was the second fastest, though, Matt. So first and fourth with the faster laps out of the 4 cars.
Yeah, for sure. Now, if you look at this and you look at the tire information of what we know about these cars, is the leader falling off a little bit? And if Steve is saved a little bit somehow, and I don't know how he done it, but that car seems to be coming alive.
Oh, I tell you what, Baker is he's got these modifieds figured out. He's got a modified. He runs a modified here in North Carolina, so he definitely knows how to wheel one of these modifieds around. And that's why you see him up front here week in and week out. These cars, they're pretty tough. They're fun to drive, a lot of horsepower. But with this build, Matt, they're awful loose on exit. And the main thing is keeping the power down, being able to hold that pedal down as much as possible without letting the back end come around on you. Here he is all the way up on the back bumper of Jones as they entered 3. Jones drove it down in there a lot harder than Baker. That's going to give Baker a better run coming off of the exit. He's going to be right up on the back bumper as it goes into 1.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be right there with him. He'll pull up to that back bumper, and maybe he'll use that Nerf bar just a little bit if he can get close enough. Right now, he'll fall back, but look who's coming. KD.
Man, he is moving. He has made up all that ground, and he's back up to the 55. So that shows that he doesn't have a lot of damage from that little mistake he had earlier coming off of turn 2. And now he's right there contending for that number 2 spot there, potentially to take the lead here once again.
Yeah, I was kind of concerned, but it looks to me like KD may be okay. As he rolls in, the car looks to be fine with 73 on the board. We've got a 3-horse race here up front.
Yeah, and the lap times are showing that he's got a good car here. He was the fastest last time by the 4 cars, so here he is looking to the inside of Baker. We've seen how good he was on the bottom, and he has a fast car.
Contact! Oh, Steve Baker!
Nice save there by the 55 of Baker.
Yeah, I thought he was going for the tire barrier there for a minute.
Yeah, that's going to give these guys a break, but that's going to also let Steve Baker hold on to that number 3 position there, so he will be restarting back up there. He didn't lose any spots out of it.
Oh, he hung on to that car. Man, oh man, that was close. Well, that could have been a lot worse than what it was, and while they get everything situated, we're going to do the same, and we will keep you here side by side for one moment as we're getting ready to come back here to New Hampshire here in a second for the season finale of the AMA Modified Series. We'll see you here in probably 30 seconds on Extreme Sim TV. And we're back. Mr. West still in the booth with us. We'll go green here in just a moment. We've got a showdown in New Hampshire. I feel like I'm watching like the race car version of the OK Corral here.
Yeah, I analyzed that last caution there, that accident between the 88 and the 55, and looked like Katie Osmond got a little loose on the bottom. He was down there wheeling that thing, man, and he just needed a little bit more track to be able to keep it from coming around on him, and he used that little bit of track, but Baker was right there, and he's trying to keep him down on that on the bottom as much as he could, as being respectful as he can. You can pinch him down a lot lower than that, but yeah, he's trying to pin him down as best he could while still showing a little bit of respect. So he's trying to give him as much room as he could without giving him too much. That way he can still hold on to that spot there and use that outside line to pass by. But KD got a little bit loose there, a little bit of contact, and hey, the 55 didn't get hurt. So we should have another battle coming up here as we go green.
For sure. And when we do go green, it'll be somewhere around lap 78 when we get them rolling once again. And it's been a heck of a race here so far.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's like we're going to be at like 24 laps to go when we go back green. So plenty of time to make some moves out there on the track. I wouldn't count anybody out of this one. A lot of fast drivers out there. So we've got to wait and see, especially on this restart. It's going to be on the leader this time, so Adam Jones should be able to get out front here and start the pace. Might leave Baker in the 88 to battle side by side once again.
Yeah, he may do that, and if he can get kind of clear, and kind of what I assume here is if he can get clear, maybe pull away a little bit, open up a gap, that would be the best ideal.
Absolutely, yeah. Should be possible for our leader. But we know KD, and he knows how to keep these guys guessing when to go, and pretty good at timing these restarts. We'll see what happens here because Baker, usually when you're behind the leader, you get a better restart than the guy on the outside. It just have to wait and see what happens here.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to go green once again. 78 going to be on the board. Well, you want to call him the green, Mr. West?
Here we go. Pace car is off. Jones throws the hammer down here, and he does get out to a good lead. And of course, just like I said, Baker to the inside of the 88 there, the 55. Oh, I thought he was going to repay the favor there, but he backed out of it there. So that's going to give KD the number 2 spot. So it looks like this. Jones, your leader. Osmond in second. Steve Becker in third. And, of course, Christopher running in fourth in that number 17 machine.
10-4, and what a battle it is. Oh, bobble up front out of your race leader. Here comes KD to the bottom. Steve's going to be right there with him. In the 1 and 2. Oh boy, can KD pull the pass? He's clear off of turn number 2.
He powers by him on the inside of 1 and 2. And you see Jones wasn't taking it easy there as he comes off of turn 2 and it gets a little bit crooked.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Kenneth Dale Osmond back out front of this one.
For sure. But here's the thing. Can Jones get back to it? I don't know. Did Jones wear out his equipment? They're trying to hold him back. Man, it looks like KD may have the fastest car on the racetrack right now.
Yeah, KD threw down a nice lap, 30.606 compared to 9s and 7s. So he's about a tenth or two faster than the guys behind him. But just for that lap. So we'll see. Jones looking to pull back up to the back bumper of the 88. But we know how good that 88 is out there in that clean air when he's leading these races.
10-4, and that is for sure 20 laps to go. That's all that's left here. I don't know, West. It looks like the draft is really pulling them up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure how much draft these modifieds give off here, but this New Hampshire racetrack has these long straightaways. This paperclip style racetrack has these long straightaways, and it allows you to, if you can carry more momentum than the guy in front of you, then of course you're going to pull right up to the back bumper here because these straightaways are really long. It makes for a good drag race down these straightaways as well.
Yeah, it does. And what I'm seeing, and you can kind of look at it too, they get a run about halfway, and it's all about diving that car in, getting to the bottom, and really diving and driving that corner.
Yeah, and KD's got to be careful now because if he knows where a faster line is, he's got to watch out because if he shows these guys where it's at there while they're right behind him, they might figure out what he's doing out there to make that car so fast, be able to get to their inside to make moves on them right now because he has came from that 4th spot all the way back up to that 1st position.
Yeah, he has, and he's done a great job of it. You know, I was looking there as they went through. Adam car kind of stepped out on him. He had to lift. Steve wasn't able to make a move, but it looks like it's kind of evening out up front a little bit here.
Yeah, pretty close lap times here, and KD he's figured out how to get the power down. You see these guys slipping and sliding around out there, so when they do that, they got to get out of the throttle, and you know what that means. You got to get out of the throttle when you're coming off of the corner to one of these long straightaways. It's just going to kill you on that long straightaway. So you got to be able to get that power down, keep the grip, find that speed coming off of that corner to keep that car out front. And that's what Katie's doing right now with a 30.701. He has the fastest lap there of the last time by.
Yeah, he did. Now we're coming to 16 to go. And I tell you what, KD has done a great job. But he's got company right there at Jones with a 37.42. About, not even a tenth faster, but faster that last time. Steve Baker at 37.47. So the top, second and third were faster than the leader last time. We'll look at the line here as Steve Baker tries to make a move in trouble, and Adam, oh no.
Oh, it goes around there, man.
Oh yeah, big contact hard into the inside wall for Adam. 15 to go, yellow flag's out. Let's go back and take a look. And it looks like Adam's car gets a little bit loose. Steve gets a run. Adam gets in the outside wall.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about
Ah,
that, man. Yeah, I was watching the same thing you was there. Yeah, absolutely.
oh, that's
Yeah,
fine,
just
man.
racing
Hey,
incident there.
jump in anytime you'd like, buddy. I'm enjoying working with you. You do a great job, man.
Yes, I hate to see it for Adam Jones there in the 46 though, because that's big trouble for him. As he definitely went around there. I'm not sure how much damage he got here. I'm taking a look at it here on the monitor one more time. Don't look like anybody got into him. So he should be fine, but he's going to lose a lot of spots, and he's running out of time here because we're going to be under 10 to go here when they go back green, Matt.
Yeah, we will be. Now, I got a little bit of a worry there for KD. We seen there at the end of that run, Steve was a little bit quicker, so we'll see how that pans out. Because
Yeah,
it,
Baker's going to be starting right on his outside there. So if he can time this restart here right and battle him going down, stay next to him side by side, going through turns 1 and 2, he might be able to get that run coming off of the corner. It's what happened to him last time where he lost the lead. That's how he lost it. He was the leader, when they came back from the halfway break. And he lost the lead just like this. So we'll see what happens. KD might have learned his lesson last time.
alrighty, well, while we're under caution, man, if you want to give a shout out to your channel and a little bit what you do over on your channel.
Yeah, man, it's Sim Race TV network. It's SRTV on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Do a lot of dirt racing, Matt. The dirt guys, man, they're out there battling out there on that dirt, kicking that stuff up, getting dirty, and I find it really entertaining. Sometimes I get to hooting and hollering and acting silly and stuff, but it's definitely fun to watch those guys run the heat races and then the main event out there. So right now we're doing a lot of dirt racing. Sundays, Tuesdays, and possibly Mondays here coming up. We've been on summer break here for the last couple months, maybe about 8 weeks or so. So we haven't had any races to do, but we will be back on the 16th and the 17th to come back. Should be almost full time, 3 or 4 days a week. So uh, appreciate everybody out there that does show the support. I know Linda's been over there, and I've seen her out there chatting it up with me when we're doing some races. So, thanks, man. We do appreciate all the support we get from you guys.
I do appreciate you coming in and helping me tonight, and you never know who might end up where or calling a race.
Absolutely, and it's just how the iRacing community is, man. I seen you struggling. You said your mic was broke, and I said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna help out a fellow broadcaster if he wants me to." But it's a totally your choice, and obviously we got to talk to Tyler about that too. So, but yeah, I'm always willing to help out a fellow broadcaster. That's just how the iRacing community is. We do it with the race cars, as far as anything to do with racing, and we also do it with the broadcast side of things. So it's a great family here at the iRacing community.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing, broadcasting, and if you're looking to get into it, the biggest piece of advice I'll give anybody is networking. Get to know your fellow broadcasters, take advice, and be a part of the community. That would
Yeah,
be my biggest tip. Well,
absolutely.
we're getting ready to go green, and I'll tell you what, we're about to have a shootout here. And
Yeah.
speaking of dirt, it's kind of dirt style, really short. It's going to be a bunch of intensity and greens in the air.
Oh man, KD does get a good restart there. It looks like Jones gets to keep his spot there up on that second row. So Baker didn't start on the outside like I once said before, but it does put Baker behind him. He's in third right now. Bobbles it coming off a 2. Here comes Monroe. Monroe in the 17 trying to close it in. They make sure Baker don't pull up on that high line there so he can stay battling side by side. Here he comes around the high side. It's a battle for the number 3 spot. The 55 and the 17 going at it here. I don't think Monroe liked that move a little bit, but looks like Baker's stuck in that number 3 spot there pretty good. But we got a pressure coming up on KD Osmond out front, our leader, the 46 of Adam Jones. He's found that speed once again after having some trouble earlier going around. He didn't hit anything, so it seems like the car is working pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And I tell you what, we got two separate battles, second and third, or third and fourth, second and first. And now Steve pulls away, now back up front. And we have Mr. Jones right there on the back bumper of KD, 9 laps to go. Oh boy, this is about to get entertaining, folks.
Yeah, KD, this is where he shines though, being out front leading these things and 9 to go, it should be almost sealed. It's all but sealed. How about that for KD? Hopefully he doesn't have any internet issues as we see has a little issue there. Hopefully it doesn't, fail him here because it might take the win away from him, but right now he's looking good up front. He's keeping it out in front of Adam Jones, but don't count Adam out. He's right on his back bumper there.
Yeah, he is. He's right there trying to make the move. He'll run the top side now. Gets a big run, much like a sprint car on the cushion, into 3 and 4. He'll
Great
dive to the
move.
bottom. Oh man, yeah, that was a great move. I don't know. He just can't get it to stay down there. Man, he just can't hold it. It seems like.
Yeah, well, if he could keep his nose to the inside where KD knows that he's there, maybe he can drive it in a little bit deeper next time and eventually get that pass made. But KD fighting hard. He's got that outside line where the most momentum is. So it is really hard to pass on a lower line, especially when you got a loose race car. You can't get down on that gas pedal. So hey, it's one defense there for KD just this time. So you might be seeing that a couple more times here before this thing's over.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm wondering if Jones found something on that outside line to get that run one more time. Get that car up there. We'll take a look. See, he's going about half a lane higher, looks like. Trying to really diamond the corner. Didn't get the best run that time. Now the battle for third's heating up. So we're going to have to watch 2 battles here at once as they head into 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think KD might have had to get out of that gas pedal, and that's what gave Jones that run there. Plus, Jones got a really good run through the center of the corner and off of turn number 2 that time, but just couldn't seal the deal here. But he's looking to stick it in there one more time as they go into 1.
Oh, the contact, maybe. No, they keep it off of each other. I don't know how they did that. Jones to the bottom, up against him. He is using KD up.
Yeah,
Trying to get
KD's
to
fighting
him.
back though on that high side there. He's keeping he's standing his ground, so to speak. And they are side by side through the corner as you see the momentum on the high side pay off, but just not enough to clear him. He's going to have him cleared this time across the start finish line.
4 laps to go. That's all that's left here in the season. KD trying to rack it up with a win here, but man, Mr. Jones right with him as they head out of turn at number 2. And this seems to be where Jones gets his big run, is out of 1 and 2 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he seems like he's a little bit better through 1 and 2 and down that back straightaway there, but just not fast enough to make the pass on the bottom. You're thinking at this point is when you're thinking, if I could get to his outside, I can't do it on the inside. Maybe I can do it on the outside. So,
Oh, he's going to
KD's
send it in again. Here we go. But he just can't carry the momentum. Nope.
He tried to keep the power down. He got sideways on him there. That might seal the deal for KD right there, because that's going to give him a 0.3 of a second lead over second place there. So now Adam's going to watch out and defend that number 2 spot from our points leader, Steve Baker, here in the 55.
Yeah, he's going to have to really defend here. 2 laps to go, and that may have sealed the deal, folks. 2 to go at New Hampshire, and KD drove a perfect line to hold him off out of turn number 2 headed to you, Wes.
Absolutely. He did exactly what he needed to do to race clean and still maintain that lead there. And Adam Jones just could not put the gas pedal down. He couldn't put the power down and get that car going forward. It just wanted to slip out from under him. And that's going to seal it for his chance to win this one, I think, because we are 1 to go. White flag out. It's waving for KD Osmond.
Yeah.
Final time around New Hampshire Raceway, Matt.
Yeah, last time through 1 and 2. Look at that. Jones got a little bit of a run. He may be too far back. And I'm sure he's going to dive to the bottom. Let's see. No, he elects to stay in the middle lane, trying to get to the back bumper. And there that car steps out on him. That's going to do it. KD's going to get the win. And Jones is going to go around.
Jones goes around. He's trying to put the power down. He did everything he could. He said, hey, man, it's checkers or wreckers. And right now, KD is smiling ear to ear up front as he makes his little victory lap around New Hampshire Raceway. Congratulations to Kenneth Dale Osmond for the win. Steve Baker going to come home second. Christopher Monroe, Rich Blake, and AJ Fusco comes your top 5.
Good deal, man. Well, what a race. Great job, KD. Steve Baker coming home second with the championship. Great for him as well. Man, what a race that was.
Yeah, great finish. Great final 10 laps there. A couple battles going on out there. Guys putting pressure on each other. We got two burnouts going on right here. We got a race winner, KD Osmond, doing his victory burnout down there, and also Steve Baker for his championship here this season here at AMA. The modified series for the American Motorsports Association's Extreme Sim TV.
Good deal. Well, what do you say we grab an interview with our race winner and our champion?
That's what I'm talking about, Matt.
10-4. Let's get Mr. Baker up here first since he is your champion. Mr. Baker, you got a copy on us?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. Well, you locked it up tonight. You're going to be the champion here of this season. AMA Modified Series. How does it feel, buddy?
It feels awesome, man. It's been a while since I've wrapped up a championship here in any league, so feels good to pick up some wins this season and the championship for sure.
Well, great job. You did a great job all season long. You kept the car clean. That was the main point. You grabbed some victories, and you come home with it. 3 wins on the season. Nice job, buddy.
Yeah, felt like we had some good speed tonight. Maybe not quite enough to pull home the wins in either of the races, but yeah, it was a good night for us. Shame what happened at South Boston. Not really sure what occurred there, but I thought we were going to bring home the top 3, but didn't work out. But finishing second here is a good way to finish off the season.
Baker, Jay Weezy, you got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, we seen you out there battling for the lead there a couple times, and at one point you and KD kind of got into each other. Looked like he got a little bit loose on the bottom. I know you wasn't pushing him down there too hard, too much, man. But you come home second here. Pretty good run out there tonight, man. What was your biggest struggle out there on the racetrack? Where was everybody having trouble at?
Just the rear tires, getting grip off the corner from middle of the corner on exit, and getting the car rotated. Once you got it rotated, it would stick, but felt like you had to wait on it a little while. And yeah, after the contact there, and after my tires sort of slid, and having to save it there, they kind of got ate up. So that killed a lot of the grip in the tires. I felt for a while there when we were behind Adam that we had a decent shot of staying up there and maybe battling him. But it is what it is. That's racing sometimes, and congrats to KD on it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, congrats on the championship here. Been watching you all season, of course, you know that, and it's been a lot of fun watching you out there, man. So good job, SSR, baby.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to my team, Smoke Show Racing, sponsor SRTV Network on the car. Feels good to bring home a championship for that group of guys, and look forward to bringing home more wins and trophies in the future.
Alrighty, well, there you have it, Mr. West. It's a good deal putting sponsorship on that car. Paid out for you.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to support when you can. You know, like we were saying earlier, the community, the iRacing community, they're always there for each other. So it's just like going out in your local short track and supporting your local short track. You know, I encourage that. If I'm not in the broadcast booth or out on the racetrack, I'm at the racetrack. You know, so you know, it's always good to be just in the racing life. You know.
10-4. Well, congratulations, Steve, on the championship, buddy.
Thank you, Matt, and thanks for the broadcast all season long, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Alrighty, you want to grab Mr. KD? I'll grab him up. You want to talk to him?
Do it.
Mr. KD, you got a copy on us?
Yeah, I've got you.
Alrighty, let's let Mr. West yak with you for a minute, and I got something for you there at the end, man.
KD, you got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you, Jerry.
Hey man, you was out there on the halfway break. We're gonna start there because I kind of missed the first half. But coming back here for the green flag here for the halfway break, you restarted in first. Had a little bit of trouble there. What caused you to lose the lead there on that restart?
I think it was just the outside line having the momentum. It was the same thing on the initial start, so I kind of knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, well, you dropped back to, I believe, fourth or fifth there, worked your way back up. Then coming up here at the end of the race, under 10 to go, you had Adam Jones peeking in on you. Seemed like he was getting a better run there off of through one and two and off of two there down that straightaway. Was it just couldn't get the power down, or he found something through one and two?
I think he was able to just find something. I was trying to give him the bottom a little bit because I knew he wouldn't be able to take it through 3 and 4. So it was kind of a mind game there.
Yeah, we went back and watched that replay when you and Baker had contact there and that caution come out. And man, I seen you in there wheeling that thing. You just got loose. You needed a little bit more track to catch it. You used it, and just a little bit of contact between you and Baker. I mean, that's what I seen. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't gotten a chance to look back at it yet. It felt like my rear end just kicked out and hooked him, but I'll have to go look at it.
Yeah, that steering wheel was in there working, man. I knew you was in there doing something, but hey, man, you worked that wheel. Every time I see you, you're in there working that thing, man. But just another day for you over here. Congratulations on the win. Great race here tonight.
Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, next season should be fun in these things.
Anybody you
Yep.
want to thank?
Oh yeah. I got some family watching. Everyone in this league, it was an awesome season. Congrats to Steve on the championship. Uh, Tyler, he just puts on an awesome league here, and you guys for broadcasting it. I heard you came in the middle, Jerry.
Yeah, trying to help out, and seeing y'all out there putting on a good show, man. And I just wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
Hey, as always fun racing with you, and it's definitely fun watching you out there, man. Good job tonight.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Have a good night.
Absolutely, man. Always, anytime.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Feels good. I gotta say, I was definitely fortunate. I wouldn't be talking to you if Adam didn't spin. So I'll take my blessings. Even finishing fourth at South Boston was because of all the wrecks. So keep it clean, keep the tires on it, and get a couple top fives. Thank you, appreciate it. It was a tough track. It was hard keeping that back end under the car and keep it going straight. It was pretty tough. So it was fun though. Yeah, I could give a shout out. St. Croix Water Sports Hotel on the K. You guys ever want an awesome vacation in the middle of paradise? Go to stcroix.com. We'll hook you guys up. And don't forget the Bahamas. Half of them are open. They need that money. Help them rebuild. No, it's rough. Yeah, to see. Yeah, I told my boss this morning. I said, it looked like a parking lot after a rock concert. Beer bottles, empty plates, and napkins is about what it looked like. It was pretty bad. We got friends in St. Croix. They went through it a couple of years ago, and they're tough down there. They all rebuild. They all come back. Oh, for sure. I'll be here for the season, and I got a couple of races sponsored as well. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
I'll tell you what, Christopher Monroe was coming there at the end. He was putting together some pretty fast laps there. Looking back at the lap times, so he had an extremely fast car. Of course, KD got to give a shout out to him, man, for sealing the deal out there, taking a checkered flag. Steve Baker, man, coming from you know, a great season, being able to finish on the podium week in and week out to seal the deal on the championship. Of course, got to give a big shout out to him for that. You know, it's not easy racing over here with these guys. These guys are really fast, man. You don't believe me? Get out there and try it, buddy. Hey, sounds good. You know, tonight's race was extremely respectful, professional. A lot of side by side, a couple racing incidents there, but that happens. That's racing. It's just how it goes. You know, you see it out there in the real world. You see it here as well. You know, a lot of times you see out in iRacing a lot of stuff that could be avoided. But when you get in a good league like AMA Motorsports and you start racing around like Katie Osmond, Steve Baker, Chris Monroe, these guys, Rich Blake, all these people that race over here at AMA, Tyler Hilton has got he puts the whip out, and if you get out of line, he'll smack you with it. So he keeps this thing going, top notch level. Professional drivers over here, they show respect even if they do get into you, they apologize. And if you don't, if you know, he just nips it in the bud. And if you don't belong here, then you don't belong here. So you got to give a big shout out to Tyler for what he does at AMA. Him and Mike Massengill, man, they got a well put together league here with a lot of professional style drivers, man. So it's a lot of fun here. And it was a pleasure to be up here calling the race with you, Matt. Appreciate you for giving me that opportunity. You and Tyler and Mike and everybody that let me. Hey, man, it's an honor to be up here calling these races or this race. So thanks for letting me. Good night.